Lemonade AI and I have completely changed my first Roblox games from looking like a free model fest to looking like a chef's kiss. Mwah. Nice. In this final series for this game, we'll be adding in the final touches that'll make this game worth a try. Alright, so first things first is we gotta create this little handle right here. So we can go ahead and grab a port, bring it down, we're gonna make it smaller. This is like the best way I can kind of replicate a handle. Basically, I'm just gonna have to follow the edges. I've never built a knife before. Should we make the knife like come up a little bit? Kind of like that. I'm gonna go ahead and use this handy dandy plugin. Oh, not that plugin. This plugin right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over like that. And now I can kind of fill this in a little bit. This is actually not bad. I actually like this. Alright, now it's time to create this little yellow thing. We should definitely try out a different design. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. I don't think we need to make a circle. I think it's fine. The knife, we'll do something crazy with the knife. Gotta create the middle piece first. Gotta identify how long we want it. Yeah, this will work. See what we can do. It's definitely not as perfect, nor as tall. I should make it taller. Okay, that's huge. I think that's fine though, honestly. Okay, maybe it's all right. You know, my knife kind of looks like a machete, not gonna lie. But I feel like we should add like a little bend to the back. Now I want to make this a little sharp. This is the part where it really defines the knife. I feel very confident about this one. So grab, negate. I'm so proud of myself. Pat on the back. Holy moly. You know what? Should I have it leaning? I don't know. I like it. It's a nice knife too, guys. Like, I'm actually really proud of how this turned out, not gonna lie. Lemonade AI recently changed to Gemini API, which is great. However, the last API they've used was Cloud, and in my opinion, Cloud does better with heavier projects. I personally haven't had any luck with their new API, which is why it's important to have basic Lua skills, as AI can sometimes not always be in your favor. Here's the finished look of the flashlight, and it also works. Since I don't know how to create rigs, I've taken this new approach, and instead of creating a fresh rig, I can build off of this zombie as a prototype. Some of you guys might be wondering, what is this white thing on this face? And right now, he currently has a surface light. And if I get rid of that, it'll fix his face. Since I'm going all out on this game, I may actually end up recreating this face. Let's go ahead and start with the body, and then go ahead and work our way up. Hold on, I think I got an idea. Hold on. Then the head, transparency down. We'll work with it. I guess we could turn the transparency down all the way though. And like, this is perfect too because the head is literally the face. So I can move the face anywhere I want. This is actually pretty cool, I like this. Though, I plan on actually making the face legit. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. Figure it out. Let's get the legs in. All right, I think we did it. I feel like I can kind of put it together now, because we're gonna hook this whole thing up to the body. But now we can kind of start customizing. It's a good little starter kit right here. Maybe I should save this. R16 Moto Bosch. I want to put something in like the torso area. Alright, yeah, we could do something with this. Probably make it a little wider. Make some sticky sticks, you know, the bones. There we go. Now we can kind of work on our face a little bit. Question is, do I want a 3D face or do I want to just draw a face? Render, 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 render. There's that little mouth. Go ahead and move it down. We'll just fill it up now. Negate. Union. Whoa, what the heck? You know what? Hold on. I may have accidentally created myself some teeth. Because now I can kind of push this back a little bit. And then I can recolor it black. Dude, this is sick. I gotta change the color to green. Then it's black. Obviously we can add like a tongue or something. Boom. Here's a tongue. Now it's onto the eyes. I like this. This is a really awesome head. I feel like we can actually grab the rest of these parts right here and change the colors. I think this is a pretty good zombie, not gonna lie. I feel like we should change the angle of the head though. Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe I should move the eyes down just a little bit. We should also add like the corners to the bottom part of the face as well. Do this, yeah, there we go. Now we gotta do the hard part. We gotta weld everything together, weld it to the rig next to me. Ugh. Bro, to kind of speed things up a bit, I've added in a few more features that I needed to add it in before the game releases. The following features are a scope camera for the knife suggested by Buck. I fixed the knife meter with a brand new UI design, decided to remove the overhead UI, added in more trees, bushes, rocks to fill in the map a little bit more, and now it's time to put my thumbnail skills to the test. Look at this. This is awesome. I love it. I ended up also creating these thumbnails as well. Next we need to add sound effects. So I'm going to go ahead and put a folder in here. And I'm going to name it sound effects. And then I'm going to go into the 2 tab. I'm going to go to audio. And I'm just going to pick a random sound effect for each and every like little thing. Yes, perfect. TikTok. Huh. Maybe I should make a Hunger Games game. Have this go off every time someone dies. I'll put that on here. Oh, okay, we'll do this. This will be the zombie siren. What's a good way to kind of get, because it needs to be something that would kind of like, all right, this is gonna be nice. I'm about to win this, you know. What type of music can I put down that will give you that type of energy, so that when everything goes off, you hear that siren, and then boom, reality hits. I've always had a hard time with like sound effects and stuff. That's annoying. Oh, like something like this. Game.soundscape.soundeffects.day stop. And then when this plays, the zombie will play for about 11 seconds, and this will play for however long their night. So exactly when the siren goes off. Maybe I should make like a game pass that will unlock like 100% of the throw power. Like you only go to 50%, but game pass will unlock 100%. The music stopped. That's a good sign. The siren should go off. There we go. That's about like perfect. I almost went to ChatGPT to make me a logo for the game, but I wanted to see how well I can really be at making logos. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Not bad, not gonna lie. I've also added in buttons that you can press to purchase stuff like extra health, speed, etc. using your Zokins. This button right here will also teleport you back into the rounds for a small purchase of 30 Robux. I made some UIs for the buttons to help with the purchases as well. I've also moved the lobby area down to this location right here on the rocks, made it look a lot more like a lobby and also closer to the action. Alright, now it's time to see if I can survive 10 waves without dying. Alright, we gotta get some knives, gotta get a flashlight. We gotta figure out a place where we can go where I'll be protected. Like these rocks right here. I mean, if I can get up on these rocks, then they can get up on that rock. I also added in the debounce, so like when you throw a knife, you're not able to throw for another second, and then you can throw again. Here he goes. Back up on here. Back up on here. I shall protect myself all the way up to wave 1. Get away from me. I actually got him. I have to protect myself at all times. Die everybody. Die. This is not fair. 3 against 1, 2 against 1. Alright. Run. Let's go. Alright, now we really gotta strategize here. The more days we pass, the more zombies that it's gonna spawn. It can only spawn up to 100 zombies, but the more waves we go through, the faster they will spawn. I need to make it so the camera is not moves too quick. They're after me. They're after me. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. Die. I need it. I gotta figure something out. Like when I press Z, it goes into this. But like if I right click, I should be able to slow down the mouse. I need to figure out how to do that. See how much we can collect over here. It's gonna get really messy up here, guys. 16 seconds. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. I'm not gonna make it through round 4, guys. I need to add some health packs in here, guys. Let's see if we can get like a train going. They all go the same speed, so, and I know, the more they stack up, the more you're gonna be running into each other, which makes it, oh my god, they're gonna be pushing. They're pushing each other. They're pushing each other. No. Zigzag. No, don't zigzag. I took the knife into another studios and fixed the aim assist, and instead of pressing Z, I made it so you can now press Q to activate the aim, and then once you right click, it'll slow down the sliding of the camera. I also added health packs that will only spawn between waves, and it will give you 25% health once you touch it. From the beginning to when it was all nothing but free models, rushed UI, and a broken game, to now a proper optimized, well built from ground up game that I believe has potential. If you want to try this game out, the link is in the description and pinned comment.